blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that QPP Podcast is a global show. And today, on this episode of A Porn Star Will Attempt to Have Sex with 1,000 Men in One Day, and it's sparking health concerns from doctors. Who wants to smash that though? The thought, just imagine being the 990th. Are you tapping that? I mean, it's not to say she hasn't already been with that many and maybe more that you don't know about, but to actively, I mean, you would have to be in the room with 100 men at a time, I'm assuming, to make it mathematically possible. I mean, if you have 1,000, I mean, let's do the math. Let's do the math. 60 minutes times 24. That's 24 hours in a day. 60 minutes times 24, right? So that's 1,440. So that's like 1.5 minutes for each man for 24 hours. So you're really just like, so what constitutes swex? You just put it in, so you're going to have really 1,000 peniles in you. And the thing is, Lisa Ray made a statement, and they're trying to skewer her over the statement that a black woman can't sleep her way to fame like Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. She can't be a slut box and slutter herself out and become famous and taken seriously. And this just goes to show that this lady, there's a world's record. So there's fame, there's accolades with this to be promiscuous. I mean, this is past promiscuous. This is a health concern. Health concerns have been raised in Australia for a porn star recruiting 1,000 guys to take part in her world record attempt at sleeping with the most men in 24 hours. British adult entertainer, right? You know it has to be. I'm just stating the facts. European, just stating the facts. British, European, Europe. I'm just stating the facts. You can't be a black woman, and pull this off and think you're going to be taken seriously. British adult entertainer Lily Phillips recently began taking applications for the record-breaking event of the year, which is set to take place in January. The current record holder is Lisa Sparks, an adult film star who bedded 919 men in one day at a sex industry event in Poland back in 2004. At the time, Sparks reportedly said she had a blast, but was in pain for a week afterwards. However, Phillips, 23, has declared she's been in training for several months in order to be physically up to the challenge. So what psychological impact would sexual intercourse that lasts a total of 20 hours have on the body? Sydney medical practitioner Dr. Zach Turner, who specializes in preventative health and wellness, warned that when pushed to the extreme, such activity could have a negative effect on the body. You think? Sex at its core is a physically demanding activity that engages various muscles, the cardiovascular system, and the release of endorphins. Done in moderation, it's akin to a rewarding workout, promoting stress relief, cardiovascular health, and emotional bonding. However, when pushed to extremes like a 24-hour sexual marathon, the physical and psychological toll can be severe. Common issues that can arise from repetitive sexual activity can include bruising, tearing, and general soreness. Consider it akin to running a marathon without prior training. Overuse, injuries, dehydration, and sheer exhaustion are almost guaranteed, Turner continued. Lisa Sparks, the previous record holder herself, admitted to being in pain for a week following her attempt, a clear sign of excessive strain. As part of her self-described physical training, Phillips has been having large quantities of sweats and gradually increasing the numbers. I've done 101 and I'm doing 300 in a few weeks. It's like a boxing match. She told the Reality Check podcast recently. I think I'll get sore towards the end, but I think I've got the right determination just to be able to push on. However, during the recent training session, Phillips admitted she found it hard work. Booking 101 guys in 14 hours is so much harder than a 9 to 5, she claimed. If you talk about a day job, as in going to the office, sleeping with 101 men is so much more taxing. Despite the known health benefits of consensual sex, Turner warned that these would go out of the window if the act lasts for 24 hours. Sexual intercourse offers numerous benefits, including improved cardiovascular health through moderate physical activity, stress relief via the release of oxytocin, and endorphins, and enhanced intimacy and emotional connection with partners. He said, however, in an extreme scenario like this, the risks overshadow the benefits. Fatigue diminishes the pleasurable aspects, and the constant physical exertion transitions from beneficial to harmful. While it might be a cardiovascular workout, it's one likely to end with more harm than good. Other health elements that come into play include a higher risk of transmitting a sexual disease, as well as psychological impact, Turner stress. Oh, let me let y'all see who were the box. That's the box right there. Now, see, a European woman does it. She's empowering. She's taking back her power. She's flexing. She's her boss over her body. Right? I'm simply stating facts. This isn't an opinion. This is a factual thing. If a black woman was to do the same thing, she would be shamed with a scarlet letter. From a medical perspective, it's essential to respect bodily autonomy and individuals' right to make choices about their bodies, he said. However, such extreme endeavors invite questions about intent, emotional well-being, and potential coercion. Social media has magnified these events, often prioritizing shock value over genuine health or personal growth. Phillips has been vocal about the practicalities of orchestrating such a feat, telling the Reality Check podcast she had a personal assistant to organize the time schedule of the event as well as hiring security. The plan is to get a room with 2 doors. The logistics of this is insane, she said. The guys who want to take part have to send a photo of themselves holding their ID, and my PA has to basically organize them into our time slots. She continued by stating it was hard enough to find the number of participants she needed to beat the current record, but that getting the task completed within the time limit was also another complication. I'm just hoping for a conveyor belt that need to walk in the room and then leave, she said. Reaction to the plans, for which she actively recruiting men, has been strong, with many shocked by the stunt. All get 4.6 seconds each to do it in 24 hours, one remarked. I've tried just thinking about it, another commented. Many more stated it was disgusting and sad. Others commented on the sheer volume of sex workers who have been going viral with these stunts in recent months, such as Gold Coast-based Annie Knight and Bonnie Blue. I'm sure they're all, what? And what? And Bonnie Blue, the only fan stars who had her Australian visa revoked over her schoolies antics with barely legal 18-year-olds. Why have we normalized this insane behavior? One question. I think there's bigger problem then the logistics reason another. Sparks, known best by her corn name of Lisa Sparks, drew controversy with her world record after the Polish government found out about the event and threatened to arrest anyone involved. To be completely transparent with you all, this event is the one thing I regret doing in the 23 plus years in the corn industry to this day. This was also the only job I agreed to perform strictly for the money, she wrote on her website. She also revealed that during the stunt, she was so bored that she ordered fast food. Schwex is just boring. I don't even have nothing to say about this old goofball. I just had to put it out there, this perverse, demonic debauchery on display. I just had to. When people try to say who is the here you see this behavior, this Neanderthal behavior. You see it, and I'm here to report it. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Hold on, let me just show y'all what Lisa Ray said, though, just so you know. I just want y'all to see, so you don't think I'll be making this stuff up. Here we go. Let me see. Let me see. Boom. Taylor Swift has went through a lot of people at her young age. No, she said, and then she said about her and Kim Kardashian. Let me see. No, I can't even find it. Let's see. I should have already had it ready for y'all. There. Oh. Hold on. Here we go. Now, she said this a while ago, but she recently added Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. Lisa Ray McCoy, let a black girl do a sex tape and her career is ruined. Tell me she lying. Like Taylor Swift, we know that she has went through a lot of people at her young age. Boom. And people jumped all on her over saying that. And she just recently brought it up again and reiterated, doubled down, and added Kim Kardashian to the mix. And that's what it is. Let's be honest. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words as we always do around this time. Subscribe for the vibe, like for the spike, comment your vomit, and share if you care, if you dare, to get black empowerment everywhere. We're on the Apple, Spotify, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. Come and take a look. You might get hooked. But don't get shook about the fake Keep It P podcasts that are out here. Love, peace, blessings, and Maloha. I gotta go ha for show ha. You already know how. Big brother, light bright, supreme, almighty, signing off.